Did you know the type of protein you eat could make a huge difference for your kidneys? One choice might actually protect them, while the other could put them at risk, even if you feel healthy. Today, we're breaking down the science so you can eat smarter and protect your kidneys for life. We often think of protein as the undisputed hero of our diet. It builds muscle, repairs tissue, and keeps us feeling full and strong. Many of us, myself included, have spent years focusing on getting enough of it, whether through a morning egg, a lunchtime chicken salad, or a hearty steak for dinner. But what if I told you that the very source of this essential nutrient could be placing a silent, steady strain on one of your body's most vital organs? It's a fascinating and slightly unsettling thought, isn't it? The type of protein you choose to put on your plate may be one of the most important decisions you make for your long-term health, particularly for the well-being of your kidneys. This isn't just a concern for those with existing health conditions. Before we dive into the protein debate, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible organs at the heart of this story, your kidneys. Most of us rarely give them a second thought. These two bean-shaped powerhouses, tucked away on either side of your spine, are working relentlessly around the clock. Each day they filter approximately 180 liters of blood. That's enough to fill a large bathtub. Their primary role is to act as your body's sophisticated purification system, meticulously sifting through your blood to remove waste products, toxins, excess fluid, which are then conveniently expelled as urine. They are the unsung heroes of our internal ecosystem, but their job description doesn't end there. Your kidneys are masters of balance, or what scientists call homeostasis. They diligently regulate the levels of essential minerals in your blood, sodium, potassium, calcium, ensuring everything stays within a very narrow, healthy range. They also play a crucial role in managing your blood pressure, producing hormones that help control it. They activate vitamin D. Vitamin D is vital for strong bones, and they produce a hormone that signals your body to make red blood cells. Now let's talk about the specific burden that certain proteins can place on our kidneys. When we consume protein, our body breaks it down into amino acids for use in various bodily functions. This metabolic process naturally produces waste products, most notably urea, which must be filtered out of the blood by the kidneys. Proteins from animal sources, such as red meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, are particularly dense and contain higher amounts of certain amino acids, like sulfur-containing ones. When these are metabolized, they produce a significant amount of acid, which the kidneys must then work hard to neutralize and excrete to maintain the body's delicate pH balance. This process is known as the dietary acid load. Imagine you've made a mess in your kitchen. A small, simple spill is easy to wipe up, but a large, sticky, acidic spill requires more water, more cleaning solution, and a lot more elbow grease. Animal protein, in this analogy, often creates the bigger, stickier mess. The kidneys must increase their filtration rate, a state known as hyperfiltration, to cope with this high acid load. While your kidneys are designed to handle this in the short term, a sustained state of hyperfiltration over many years is believed to contribute to long-term kidney damage and a faster decline in renal function. Furthermore, a diet high in animal protein has been linked to other factors that can negatively impact kidney health. High intake of animal protein, particularly processed meats like bacon, sausages. So, if animal proteins present a challenge, what's the alternative? This is where plant-based proteins step into the spotlight, offering a much gentler, more kidney-friendly option. Foods like beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh, nuts, seeds. They provide all the protein your body needs, but in a very different package. One of the most significant differences is their effect on the body's acid load. Plant proteins are generally much less acidic. In fact, many fruits and vegetables that accompany these proteins are alkaline, which helps buffer and neutralize acid. That means when you eat a meal centered around plant proteins, your kidneys don't have to go into hyperfiltration to manage an acid surge. Returning to our kitchen analogy, plant proteins create a much smaller, easier to clean spill. The metabolic waste they produce is less demanding on the kidney's filtration system. This reduces the daily workload and helps to preserve kidney function over the long term. This isn't just theory or speculation. A growing body of robust scientific evidence supports the link between protein choices and kidney health. Researchers have been conducting large-scale, long-term studies involving tens of thousands of people. One major study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases followed over 14,000 middle-aged adults. Highest intake of red meat. Significantly greater risk of chronic kidney disease. Highest intake of processed meat. significantly greater risk of chronic kidney disease. This connection remained even after adjusting for other lifestyle factors. Another landmark, the Nurses' Health Study tracked over 120,000 female nurses for decades. Higher intake of non-dairy animal protein, faster decline in kidney function over time. Effect was stronger in women with mild kidney insufficiency. No such association was found for plant-based protein intake. This suggests the choice of protein source becomes even more critical for people with borderline kidney function. What's truly fascinating is the science behind why this happens. Studies have directly measured glomerular filtration rate, or GFR, the key indicator of how well kidneys filter blood. In one experiment, researchers served meals with animal protein and meals with plant protein, then measured GFR. So the prospect of changing your diet can feel a bit daunting, but the beauty of this approach is that it's all about small, manageable swaps rather than a complete overhaul. The goal here is progress, not perfection. You don't need to banish meat or dairy from your life forever to reap the rewards. Start by consciously reducing your reliance on animal proteins and intentionally incorporating more plant-based meals into your weekly routine. A fantastic starting point is Meatless Monday, a global movement to go plant-based one day a week. This single change can reduce your weekly animal protein load by nearly 15%. Think about your typical week. Swap the bacon at breakfast for avocado on toast with chili flakes. Exchange your usual chicken sandwich or ham sandwich at lunch for a hearty lentil soup or a hummus and roasted vegetable wrap. These are simple, delicious changes, not a sacrifice. Focus on one meal at a time to build new habits. After a few weeks, add another plant-based meal, maybe Tofu Tuesday or Bean Burrito Friday. Change the proportions on your plate. Chapter: Building a Kidney-Friendly Plate. Chapter 6. Let's make this even more practical by looking at some everyday food choices. It's one thing to talk about animal protein and plant protein in the abstract, but it's much more helpful to see what that actually looks like on your plate. For breakfast, so many people default to eggs and bacon or a sausage patty. A kidney-friendlier alternative would be a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and a handful of walnuts. Or maybe whole wheat toast with almond butter and sliced banana. These options are rich in fiber and healthy fats and provide a gentle start to your kidneys' day. Lunch is another great opportunity for a simple swap. Instead of a deli meat sandwich, which is often high in both sodium and processed animal protein, consider a vibrant quinoa salad packed with chickpeas, cucumber and tomatoes, and a lemon tahini dressing. Another fantastic option is a black bean burger on a whole grain bun, loaded with lettuce, onion, and avocado. These meals are not only better for your kidneys, but are also incredibly satisfying, and they'll keep you energized throughout the afternoon without the heavy, sluggish feeling that can sometimes follow a meat-heavy lunch. For your evening meal, the possibilities are endless. If your go-to is spaghetti bolognese, try making the sauce with red lentils instead of minced beef. Lentils cook down beautifully and create a rich, hearty texture that is remarkably similar. Instead of a chicken curry, make a chickpea and spinach curry using coconut milk. It's creamy, flavorful, and packed with nutrients. If you enjoy tacos, swap the ground meat for spiced black beans and corn, or try crumbled and seasoned tempeh. While protein choice is definitely a cornerstone of kidney health, it's not the only factor. To truly support your body's filtration system, we need to look at the bigger picture, and that starts with hydration. Water is the essential medium through which your kidneys perform their magic. Being adequately hydrated helps your kidneys clear sodium and toxins more efficiently. It also lowers the risk of developing painful kidney stones. When you're dehydrated, the concentration of waste products in your urine increases, putting extra stress on the kidneys. How much water is enough? The old 8 glasses a day rule is a decent starting point, but your needs vary by activity level, by the climate you live in, and by your overall health. A better guide is the color of your urine. Aim for a pale, straw-like yellow. If it's dark, that's a clear signal you need to drink more. It doesn't have to be plain water. We've covered a lot of ground, from the inner workings of our amazing kidneys to the science behind protein metabolism and the practical steps you can take today. The single most important message to take away is this: you hold incredible power on the end of your fork. Protecting your kidneys isn't about a restrictive, joyless diet. It's about making conscious, informed decisions that honor your body's systems. Every bite truly matters. This week, I challenge you to try just one thing. Pick one day to go meat-free.